you?
I am all the better for seeing you. Look at us
Oh my
color
gosh.
coding.
You know what? I wore my bright colors for you because you are just the queen of fashion and it's just your thing. I'm like, I got to bust out the pink today for Kylie.
Well, it looks good on you.
Thank you. You look beautiful. It is so great to chat with you. I was just going on and on with Lee. I'm a huge fan of yours. I have followed you for years. Yes. And I'm so excited to chat with you. Your 16th studio album, Tension, is out this month, September 22nd.
Unbelievable. I'm always so forward looking. I don't really think whenever someone says it's your 16th album, I'm like, oh my God, I need to lie down. It's been a while, but I'm so grateful to still be making music and really feel like I'm starting another phase of my career and relationship with fans. It's beautiful.
No, it is. It really is amazing. And I will say we love Padam Padam here in Cincinnati. It's funny because I always call it an earworm. Like it's that song that I get it in my head and it's just all day. Just Padam Padam.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It was for me as well. It really was. And it's so exciting to see it, you know, a song go out and become, it's like creating its own energy, which is just brilliant.
It absolutely is. And, I'm curious, how does this new album compare to your previous work?
I think there's a lot of elements in this album that are throwback in the best way, taking some elements of definitely the club feel that I've been down that road before, and it's a very happy place for me to be. I think compared to the last two albums that were very much thematic, Golden, which was a country pop fusion, disco, as described,
yes,
as it says on the label. But this album, I think it's different because there's a real freedom with it. It was really about what sounds good. Is the song good? Does it cohabitate with the next song well? Do they enhance each other? So it was just to go in and have fun and express ourselves. And I'm really certain you can hear that in the kind of playfulness of the album, and also when it's more emotional, just being able to dive in that without wallowing, without, there's no kind of self-pity. It's just accessing those emotions as well.
Yeah. And, funny you say that because I did read somewhere where you called this album very personal, like you said, with this emotional connection. And I'm always so fascinated with the writing process and what inspires you. And we're going to get to where you wrote the album in a second, because I think that's a very cool story as well. But looking back, all 16 songs, I believe I read how many are on the album. 16.
There's 11 songs on the album, and then we have extras on the deluxe.
Okay. So that's right. So can you pinpoint, like, out of all those songs, a lyric that you're like, ooh, that's it? That is a good one.
Oh, that's a good question. I would say if I had to choose one, can I choose two?
Absolutely, please.
Just like changed. I was going to say You're Part of My Story, which is from the final album track, which is titled Story, and how people around you, particularly people closest to you, become your being. They inform your experience and informs you. And I just think that's amazing. If I was going to choose another one, it would be Baby Break the Tension.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Find what you need to break through of whatever struggles you have, or whatever limits you have, or someone else has put on you, or, in the kind of more in the theme of the song, it's, let's break the lovely tension between us. But I think I could say break the tension in many different ways. Break the tension, get this album out already.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, in my mind, it makes me think, which this is something I love about music, everybody can interpret it however they want. Absolutely. Like, I've got tension with my family, with my job, with myself, like that's very powerful. I love that.
Yeah. So there's it, particularly in that track, and I think you can hear it sprinkled throughout the album as well, is it just like, just break through all of that. That feeling might not last forever, but it can definitely last for a few minutes of that
For
song
sure.
or of that album, and just give yourself a break.
I love that.
Access those emotions, don't deny them, but let them come through.
Let them break free. That's amazing. And I did read that you wrote the songs, you worked on this album at an Airbnb. Is that correct?
Funny how stories get traction. All different ways. There's songs that came through as demos, and if I fell in love with them, such as Padam Padam, I would self-record in my hotel room. Literally, I've carried my studio around for a year and a half. I'm still carrying it around because there's always something that needs to be done.
There's always something, yeah.
Yeah. And with one of my favorite teams of people, this production team have 7 tracks on the album. We wanted to just do a writing camp, and we had grand plans of going to the south of France in summer, etc. It just didn't work. It was all too hard. So we went to Surrey in the UK, but it was the hottest week of the year. It was 39 degrees in England. But we were we'd rented a house, and I didn't know this until one of my managers mentioned it the other day, that when she was booking the house, firstly, there was no mention of my name. And okay, someone who owns a house, they want to have a clue who might be renting the house for a week. So eventually, I think my name was put into the equation, and the woman had said, oh, they're going to have a great time. There's a really good creative energy here. So I didn't know that until very recently. And there really was. We had the most glorious time writing, like just jumping from this song to that song. What do we feel like? Oh, we're bored. Let's go to something else. That needs work. We would literally think, breathe, talk, make music from breakfast till the end of the night. It was amazing. So thanks to that rental.
That is amazing, and it sounds like a little bit of R&R mixed in, which is important too, with the creative process.
We were all on a mission to write the songs, but it's certainly, I think I could speak on their behalf as well. It's just, we just love doing it, and we love each other's companies. So for me, it is like a holiday. It's not the front facing, get yourself ready, get glam and all of that. It's just making the song. And
that's amazing.
I will stop there because I will bore you. It was a beautiful few days.
That's amazing. Well, I'm really happy for you, and I do believe it. Congratulations is in order. You will be the first headliner to grace the stage at Voltaire at the Venetian in Vegas. Your new residency.
Come and see the show.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're a bucket list for me. So this is, your first time doing a residency. Are you so excited to be here in America for a few months?
Yeah, and I've really enjoyed my time. I've spent, been in America on and off for a little bit, and it's been really super fun. To be in Vegas is something that I always saw happening at some stage. People are asking me why now. I don't really know why now. It presented itself as an opportunity to open this club Voltaire, which is, from all accounts, very different to anything else in Vegas at the moment. It's very intimate. You need to get on those tickets. Because not many.
They are selling out. Congratulations. That's spectacular.
Yeah, it's an intimate venue, and I am only, I think from my research, it's heading more back to what the venues were in previous times, where there's, couches and tables, and there's a different arrangement of seating. It should be a very different experience.
Well, again, congratulations on how quickly all of the shows are selling out. It kicks off in November, going on through March, I believe.
Even a bit further, I think.
Maybe. Okay. So now I was wondering. I was wondering. I was like, with how quickly these tickets are selling out.
Let's see how I cope with the heat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's dry.
Orders humidifier.
Yes. That's what Celine Dion had to do. There you go. And then a few questions to wrap things up here. So I did want to ask, because I'm a makeup person, hair, fashion. We were just talking about it at the start of the interview. Your makeup is always gorgeous. It always looks amazing. So I have to ask, what makeup products can you not live without right now?
Oh, what do I use? In work, it would be a color palette. For me, in my real life, it's a make good. What's the basic stuff to make good? I quite like mineral powder. I like kind of the most natural products, but when it gets to showbiz, sometimes we've got to amp it up.
Oh, heck yeah, you do.
Yeah, maybe a red lip. I feel that's very padam. We went back to a good red lipstick.
So I do have one last question for you. I always love to wrap up my interviews with this question. You've had an incredible career, loved, adored by millions. If you could relive any day, which one would you choose? So we're going to pick professionally and personally.
If I could relive any professional day?
Any professional and then any personal. Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Professional's easier. Professional is performing on the legend slot at Glastonbury in 2019, which was, there's no way for me to even put it into words. It was just an unrepeatable moment in time for me. It was amazing. Personally, that's more tricky. I don't know if I can get an answer for that. It would probably be something with my family, something very simple. Maybe, okay, I'm going to go to like a kind of childhood memory that I always think of, which is in Melbourne, Australia, we had like not a very good pool, but like a kind of stand-up pool with the plastic in it. And that was a really beautiful time for me with my brother and sister. I was probably 8, 9. Summer days, roller skating in the street with the other kids, cycling. I sound about a million, hopscotch,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Simple life. I would say if I could choose one of those days, that might be one of my favorite days.
Oh, just the simple things.
Probably hoping for something more romantic, or I think when there's moments where, and that happens with music as well. Even with, for example, with Tension, the song Tension, it starts with these house piano stabs, and it just suddenly it does something to you. So, yeah, nostalgia is. We don't want to get stuck there, but it's nice to visit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you have been wonderful, Kylie. Thank you so much for coming on. I really am such a big fan.
And love to Cincinnati.
Yes, thank you. We love you here in Cincinnati. Your new album, Tension, is out September 22nd. I am counting down the days, Kylie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye, Kylie. Have a great day.